So we all kind of know that Zamperla is crazy for taking on the Top Thrill 2 project and arguably, obviously pulling it off after the first year of all the downtime. But now at IAPPA, they're teasing that they can make the exact same style of ride, Top Thrill 2, but only to make it 503 feet tall. Let that sink in. That's crazy. That's 83 feet taller than Top Thrill 2. That means it's obviously going to be faster. This would make it would be insane. This could easily become the tallest roller coaster here in North America if a North American park would build it. And luckily for you, I'm going to share a couple thoughts on that as to possibilities of which parks. Does it make sense and everything else? This is Theme Park Brandon, and yes, just like my shirt says, if I ever go missing, you know exactly where to find me. Find the nearest theme park, the nearest roller coaster, I'll be there 100%. This is shocking. I like it. It's ballsy. I respect it. Now, I know, I'll go on record, I've dissed Zamperla in the past because I think that it was crazy for them to take this on. It should have been Intamin. The first year was a complete and utter failure. But at least Top Thrill 2 had a hell of a year, and I love the ride. Zamperla, and I said in past videos, has done a phenomenal job. Top Thrill 2 is perfect. In fact, it's my favorite ride at Cedar Point. Judge me if you want, that's cool, but it's true. 500 feet. Can you imagine that spike being that tall? Even the top hat being that tall. That is absurd. Now, they're just teasing this in the back of on the big LED screen, it looks like. And thanks to the Drunk Riders podcast, they're the ones who posted this on X. Be sure to go follow them. They have a great podcast. Highly recommend checking it out. But does it make sense for Zamperla to go 500 feet? I mean, they're already, in my opinion, playing with fire with Top Thrill 2. Thank God that the ride had a successful 2025. Because if it didn't, Zamperla might not even be at IAPPA this year. But for them to be able to post or have this marketing ploy of, hey, you know what? We did 420, we can go 500 plus is absolutely wild to me. And whenever you have a project like this, I mean, it's going to obviously take up a huge plot of land. A very skinny plot of land, but still long nonetheless. Park has to have the budget, a flat terrain as well. So that's going to nix out a lot of parks. So, yeah, sadly, like, you know, the smallest little park you can think of is not going to be buying this ride. Dang it, Waldemir, I was really hoping for you to build this. No, but anyways, what parks? That's the big question. I mean, hypothetically, does it make sense for Six Flags to build a 500-foot tall version of Top Thrill 2 at a different park? That would kind of pull away from Cedar Point marketing ploy. I don't think they'll do it. I mean, and also Top Thrill 2 is the tallest and fastest coaster in North America, so why take that record away within the same chain? And like, it's at Cedar Point already. Like, if anything, Cedar Point would build this. But there is one park out there that I think might have a chance. It's kind of shocking. This is breaking news. I love it. But what about? I'm going to tell you in a minute, because let me tell you the other parks first, because this park is so crazy. I don't even want to say it because it's that crazy. But one park comes to mind is Coda Land in Austin, Texas. This place is an up-and-coming theme park that's going to be opening up later this year, if not early 26. Already has a Vekoma, a tilt coaster, circuit breaker, as well as Palindrome. It's a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster. They might have the funds for a ride like this. It's already at the Circuit of America's race car track and entertainment facility. So easily slapping on a racing theme to this would be phenomenal. This style of ride would make a ton of sense for Coda Land. But again, it comes down to the money. We know that the terrain out there, if you don't know, is flat, relatively flat, so that's great. They already have a ton of land to work with, so they have the land. I think they have the money. So it's just wild to me that this ride could I think there's a good shot that Coda Land, if they have the money, could build a ride like this. It's just crazy to think. Again, Top Thrill 2 is awesome, but 80 feet taller than Top Thrill 2, it's wild. Now for the next park, it's really close to Coda Land, but I've said in past videos, SeaWorld San Antonio is a great park. It's underrated, but it desperately needs a major coaster. Something that is going to be drawing people to it, and I don't think Barracuda Strike and even Texas Stingrays, while I love the wooden coaster, it's still not like they need a marketable ride that's going to really draw people to them. And a ride like this could easily be that. I know SeaWorld San Antonio is located nowhere near the airport. I think it's actually closer to the Air Force Base than the airport itself. So I don't even know if 500 feet's reasonable or even doable. But I just know, speaking wise, what I would do, I would look at a ride that's going to draw people all around the world to come to your park. And that park could definitely benefit from it. Now, before I get to the other two parks, which are both Six Flags parks, I know I said earlier, but I think, just hear me out. Check out themeparkbrandon.com. I'm offering you guys 20% off for my Black Friday special. All you have to do is enter the promo code at the bottom of your screen and check out my t-shirts as well as posters, hoodies, you name it, it's on there. I really appreciate all the support. I have an all-new merch provider and a new merch website, so definitely check out themeparkbrandon.com. Now, let's get into those other parks. The first one, we're staying in Texas. I'm sorry, I just think Texas is a growing hotbed for theme parks. Six Flags Over Texas. Now, I know they got Tormenta, and 26 they'll get Tormenta, the 309-foot tall Giga Dive Coaster. This park has the room. If Tormenta brings in the crowds, who's to say they don't build the tallest coaster in North America? And we're talking 3 or 4 years out. By that time, maybe Zamperla can go even taller. There's a chance maybe Zamperla can build the world's tallest and fastest roller coaster for Six Flags Over Texas. Now, wouldn't that be crazy? Like, Jeffrey Seifert and his team, wow, like that would be legit cool. Could it happen? I mean, very slim, but again, we already know the relationship with Zamperla, Six Flags is there. Top Thrill 2 obviously is a success. It's been that way for 20 plus years. And then duplicating that success at a different park and making it taller and faster, that's going to get a ton of people to Six Flags Over Texas. Now, the last park is my crazy park. Hear me out though. What about Six Flags Great Adventure? Again, don't pause the video, don't dislike the video, hear me out. They already know that they made a mistake by removing Kingda Ka. They know this, we know this, it is the clear as day. But what if they would build a 500-foot tall version of this in relatively the same plot of land, give or take a little bit? Because obviously the brand new Mach Extreme Spinner Tower Coaster is going to kind of take over a little bit of the plot of land, but not much. That's how you redeem yourself in the best way possible. Because not only, as much as I love Kingda Ka, the restraints on Top Thrill 2 are better. It's going to be taller, faster, and it's going to have the vertical spike. That is what you want. And yes, while the launch won't be as intense, who cares? Like, at least if they would do this, Great Adventure would easily get this magnitude of a ride. Now, for the record, these are not my predictions. These are just me hypothetically thinking which parks could entertain the idea. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. Do I want it to happen? Hell yeah, I do. I know you do as well, most likely. But this is just crazy for Zamperla to even tease this at IAAPA. I love it. I'm sure there's other international parks out there that could build a ride like this. But as far as the parks here in North America, those are the ones I could see. I could also see Canada's Wonderland doing it as well, due to being like the tallest and fastest coaster in Canada. But then again, it's like you're competing with yourself, so that really doesn't make a ton of sense. They just have the room, and they could always benefit from another crazy, insane launch coaster. With that being said, what's your thoughts? You know what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really do appreciate all the support. Again, check out themeparkbrandon.com. Save 20% off for the holidays. Get you something nice or something for someone that you love as well. And don't forget to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.